for the collective. Gonna do quick collective for Facebook and YouTube. See how everyone is doing. It is about 5:15 in the afternoon on a Saturday. So we shall see how this pans out. Hope everyone is doing well. To book a personal private reading, everything is in the link tree. If you would like a collective reading, I offer deeply discounted rates on one-on-one interaction. If you are catching the replay, be sure to put replay in the comment section and let me know where you are watching from. All right. And right on time. Hi. Right on time. Ready to work. Bless the deck. Good job. Very good. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, kids, here we go. So we're going to look at, here's my chat. So I can see you. You can see me. Here we go. Let's look and see some collective energy. What's going on out there in the collective? Post full moon. Boy, I tell you what, I have been Wonder Woman with my accessories, just bobbing and weaving all the negativity I possibly freaking can during this energy. I have felt high vibe, ready to work, ready to play and have fun, and all around me. It's just I don't feel like everyone around me is playing the same game I am. I'm on a higher level, and I feel like things are trying to drag me down, and I am Wonder Woman with my accessories, just hitting all that negativity and pew pew pew. So post full moon energy. Let's look at it. Post full moon. Post full moon. What are we looking at with that post full moon energy? What do you need to know? As he just body slams into my leg. Okay, post full moon. What does my collective need to know? Hi, Bianca. Good to see you. Welcome. High Priestess. Hanging in there, yeah? I feel, see, my intuition has been on point lately. And especially during this moon, I can almost feel the energy right before it happens. I can see it a good 24 hours right before it comes through. It's wild. Okay. It has been exhausting. It has been, most of the moon shifts, though, do tire me out. I get pretty tired. I've also synced up to both moon cycles, ironically enough. So, yay, there's a little extra added bonus. That's super fun. Let's see here. What else does my collective need to know? Okay. We've got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's my... Let's do stuff. Let's go somewhere. Let's be something. And here's the battle. What crosses me? Five of Swords all around me. There is resistance in the force. So there is a pushback all around you. I feel like even if you're feeling fired up, feeling that Aries energy, right? Ready to start, ready to go, ready to have that initiative, there's this aftermath. And as we've moved into Taurus energy from the moon, in the aftermath of that supermoon that we've just experienced, there is, that major shift, that major transition, that release of the old into the new. So now there is this intense slamming of a door. I want to say this is just slamming the door. What's the best that can be achieved? 10 of Pentacles. I'll say foundation. Three of Swords. Moving into a more secure state. The reasons why you're going through this, I can't help but notice the Three Swords laying on the ground here. And there is someone walking away from someone here that is still standing. They're still got their swords up. They're still ready to fight. Everyone else, though, has abandoned the fight, right? They're kind of walking away from this. They're letting go of this. Now we've got the Three of Swords here in the heartbreak, right? This is that foundation. Now you have to do that hard work and figure out when we slam this door shut and we start to pull away, what now do we do with what happened? What do we do with the words? What do we do with the conversation? What do we do with the information that has been revealed? What do we do with the truth we know now? What do we now do with that? That Three of Swords is processing this. It's figuring it out. Hi, Tarina. Good to see you. Welcome. So moving into the foundation, this is that learning stage. Swords are about information, knowledge, harsh truths that are a little tough to take. When you become more self-aware, and you stop engaging in the fight, and you stop to realize, why is everyone fighting in the first place? Where is this coming from? And why does this happen? Who is bringing this energy to me, right? This is that thought process where you're starting to digest and process what's gone on. Past energy. Judgment card. So there was a major awakening, and then we've got the Chariot card for your future energy here. So hi, Grace. Good to see you. Welcome. So there is overcoming, right? And this is extreme focus on success and forward progress, overcoming these obstacles, moving forward with a lot of intense focus, because the Emperor drives that chariot with a known concentrated path. This is a path. This is a chosen path. In the past, I feel like you've had realizations of things that have prevented you from being able to really focus on what would build your abundance, to help you feel more secure, to build that happy, secure future that you've been trying to manifest, create, grow, build. So bottom of the deck, we've got Four of Wands, Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Magician. Okay, that is all very good stuff. The Seven of Cups is the work, right? So once you slam the door shut on the blockages, once you start to figure out what is not worth your time, what is not worth your focus, what needs to be figured out so that you can shed clean of it once and for all. This is intense focus on some pretty painful realizations. Becoming self-aware is a painful trip. It's a harsh trip to become accountable for how you think and feel, for past decisions that have put you where you are now, and then new decisions that need to be made in this moment to create that future that you know is possible. The Magician and the Ten of Cups. You've seen other people have this. You know it's possible. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles out here. The Magician, the Chariot in your future position. You know it's possible. You've seen it. This is about you figuring out how to align yourself to that frequency and detach yourself from the old frequencies that were blocking you, that were keeping you tied to past decisions, past truths, past conversations. A lot of times old conversations keep happening. They keep happening and they keep happening and they keep happening. There needs to be an understanding about this so you can shut that door once and for all. Again, I go back to slamming the door shut. This post-moon energy is about slamming the door shut on what is not working so that you can move ahead to start to really create what you've seen, what you know is possible, what you felt in your heart of hearts that you actually deserve, that you want for you and yours. Okay. We'll go get him, Tiger. How about that? Page of Wands. We're rooting you on. Hi, Jax. Good to see you. Hi, Anita. Welcome. It's been a minute. Thank you, Bianca. You're so cute. Thank you. All right. Let's post full moon energy. I felt like, ooh, I had to come on and look at that real fast because there's been some thick energy. If you look at my lives in the past couple of days leading up to this post energy today, I've been giddy, I've been excited, I've been playful. I think I was picking up on that Sagittarius shifting into Venus, and so I was plus the Aries being the baby fire, and having done all the work, having had meditation daily, you know, I feel like I was faring pretty well. Unfortunately, though, not everyone around me, and it's not just immediately around me, but around me, it's still found a way to show me what everybody has been going through. This energy has got everybody just shook. Doors had to be shut. Slam them doors shut. Never again. This week has been intense. It's an intense week. But I've been transmuting because I've been really focusing on transmutation, not so much on return to sender, as that was something that I was doing in my frequency raising. Like, I'm working on one thing, so I can't possibly, take on too much at once. And so to pace myself, hi Susie. So to pace myself, I would return to sender any negativity sent to me and just continue to work on myself and learn and become more and more self-aware and do the things and stay focused. And, everything I preach at you all is what I'm also doing and applying to my own life, so that I can come here and show you living proof in real time sometimes how it actually is working and how it does work. But yeah, there's been people immediately close to me, and then people in a couple of degrees separation close to me going through it. And it's all it's when you're vibing most high, I think, and there is many tests around you, many tests all around you, to see how you maintain. Can you maintain? Can you keep it all in check? Or are you going to succumb? Are you going to succumb to the negativity? Are you going to allow it to envelop yourself? Are you going to allow somebody else's negativity to come in and encompass your being and take over on your energy? Or are you self-aware enough to understand that people project onto you, and so that you don't have to attach to those sort of things? And there's an understanding of this, even when it's from somebody that you love, or even when it's being done to somebody that you love, you still have to try to find a way to detach. It's difficult. Oh my gosh, is it difficult? And I've done a pretty good job. I hope you all are faring well as also. Are you having a lot of projection around you as well? Yeah, it's It's happening. It's happening. There's a lot of things going on all around us. Energetically, there's some shifts happening. You can tell the unhealed. The unhealed are not faring so well in this supermoon. The supermoon brings, the traumatized, the traumatized, the victimized, the negative, what do they call, the pessimists. It brings them all to the surface, and it really puts like a neon light on it. And if you have any vulnerabilities whatsoever, it will creep in. It will creep in, and it will find a way in, and you have to be solid. You have to be solid, and you have to find ways. And when it does creep in, okay, so it poked in, it cracked my little shield. So I encompass myself in a white light at most times. Different lights encompass different energies, but for the most part, I keep a white light around me. And when I'm feeling really intense, I'll put fire around me. And sometimes I put a mirror around me. Sometimes it's a fire though. But just depends. I've had to throw a fire around myself this morning because somebody got through my little white light. It got poked at. And so I have to pull back, center myself, meditate, cleanse my area, do sound cleansing, put on high vibe music, burn candles, the whole nine, the whole thing. I have to just and do everything I do that brings me back to center, that brings me back to zero, because I can get turned up to 11D. And then if I get turned up to 11D, I can quickly drop down to, negative 300 real fast, because my emotions are deep and pure. Grand evening. Test for boundaries. Totally. Crazy energy brought 3 ladies from this week. Better smash door. You could put one of those door jams. You could stick one of them door jams underneath. I'll tell you what, there's been some doors, Jax. Grand evening. Good to see you, Ruby. Welcome. There's been some doors, Jax, where I have been over there mixing cement with my foot on it, and then one elbow holding that door shut, mixing cement, sitting there slathering it up in the creases and holding it while it dries. So you could do that if you need to. You know what I mean? I mean, there's ways where you could just seal that door shut. And I tell you what, I slammed some doors shut so hard. And I've said this, when they tried to come back and knock on that door. And I'm like, this door has been shut so hard, the jam is stuck. And if I open it, it will ruin my house. I'm not opening it. Sorry. Goodbye. Thanks for playing. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. As Erykah Badu says. Was that Erykah? Erykah Badu. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Let's see what this crazy Pantha deck has to say. This is such a funny little oracle. I want to see if there's any nutty cuckoo. Let's see. What's the nuttiest cuckoo stuff that everybody's dealing with right now? Let's tell some tea. Nutty cuckoo stuff. Let's look at it. Because there's some crazy stuff. Oh my God. Well, third wheel fell out in the reverse. There's pride involved. Okay, so they're slamming the door shut on some interference. Somebody's daydreaming about that. We've got evidence. Fate. Okay. Somebody here is getting messages. They're getting downloads, messages, signs, synchronicities. This is that energy of information being brought to you without even having to go and hunt for it or look for it or steal it or anything like that. We've got you just living and bopping and you're just discovering things. Fury. Fury coming out. Well, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. It's been so long. I hope you're doing good. All right. Let's see. We've got indulge, blessing, and reservation. So somebody here is trying to distract someone else from finding out about something. There's another energy out here about what the heck even is this? Somebody may have stolen some information, and somebody else is pretty pissed about how you came about it. Somebody is pretty pissed about how you came about this information. I don't feel like they found what they were looking for, but they were definitely discovered. We've got stress, confinement at the bottom of the deck with memory and loss out here. We've got idea, and see they're sitting there. I can't tell. There they are. They got this bright idea to go looking through things to see if they couldn't find anything. Woo. That's an energy of, be careful what you're looking for because you just might find it. You just might find it. Somebody here felt like it would be a blessing to go and search and dig. I think someone else here is being discovered that they went looking for something and they didn't find it. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Been doing great. Everything has been going fine. Okay. Awesome. Well, same to you. Same. Oh, nightmare. Nightmare fell out. Nightmare and fright. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if somebody has been trying to unload a lot of their negativity on you, but be very protective of your energy. Be very aware of what it is that you're consuming, who's bringing what to you, and like how much it's happening. Okay. It's okay to unload. It's okay to vent, but there needs to be like a time limit. There needs to be a time limit on it because. All right. Okay. Anyway. I hope everybody is doing well. If y'all want to give me a subject matter for a reading, I'll do another collective. If anyone is interested in any personal one-on-one reading, all that information is in the link tree that's in the description box of all my videos, of the YouTube video and of the Facebook video. So if anyone is interested in any of that, I'm here for it. I'm open for subject matter on collective. You want to do love? Month of November. Okay, sounds good. You got it. Ruby, I'll do your love reading real fast. Grace, I'll do your month of November. Just a second. Love reading. We're going to shake the magic 8 for the love reading. Possibly another oracle too. Let's see. What does my collective need to know regarding love? What does my collective need to know regarding love? Okay, new love. Is that what you were hoping for? Wants to romance you. A new love wants to romance you. Okay, there's some unsaid things that is actually a blessing in disguise. I think that it will allow for that air of mystery, for things to bloom slowly for some of you. You may feel like they're being a little wishy-washy, but I feel like if you just hang in there, this will probably reveal itself to you over time. They could have a lot of triggers that they're working through, that they're trying to match your new connection with possibly something that they've healed from, that they're kind of keeping an eye out for. I've got here in just a few months for a time frame for some of you. And expect a call or a text. Okay, expect a call or a text. We've got here the real deal. This is the real deal. There's no reason why you have to chase this person. There's no reason why you have to just blow them up and consistently wonder what they're doing. Where have you been? Who have you been talking to? What's going on? When are we going to hang out again? When am I going to hear from you again? You don't need to do this with this person. You can just live your life, the same vibration you were at when you both aligned, and allow them to do the same. And this will be a recipe for success. Just allow things to unfold. We've got avoids problems. This will avoid problems if you're just staying in your own lane. If you're staying in your own lane and just living your life, listen, when we attract in a person into our lives, a lot of times we turn everything else off and pour everything into this person. This is a recipe for disaster because everything is pouring out of you into something else. We have to maintain and continue our vibration that attracted them in the first place. Otherwise, we're going to lose them, right? We can't lose the reasons why they took notice to us in the first place. Not only that, but you can have to continue to evolve and grow and develop to, maintain that focus. People don't want to sit in a stagnant, go nowhere, do nothing type of energy. This gets old. This gets boring, especially in this day and age of there's so much activity around us. There's so many people doing so many things. There's so many great stories all around us. There's so much to do. There's so much potential in each and every single one of us. Why would you just settle for, okay, I met my person. Yay. Now, what are we doing every single day for the rest of our lives? Whoa. Whoa, right? Right? So it avoids problems to continue to keep on keeping on. You have to be able to meld, simultaneously run side by side of this person. There's a simultaneous movement here. We've got wants a future with you. They want a future with you. And if you've got trust issues here, that's something that needs to be looked at for why. Why do I have this? Where is this coming from? Take a look at it. Okay. Take a look at it. I've got here, outlook is good. The outlook is good as long as you don't create your own blockages, right? Everything we think and feel affects our quantum field anyway. So you can create chaotic energy by thinking about chaotic energy. You absolutely could invite it into your world by focusing on it and thinking it's happening. When you have no proof and you have no evidence, you just feel like it could be because you're watching a lot of content where there's a bunch of cheaters and a bunch of drama, or you're online and you follow a bunch of people who like to fear bait you and rage bait you and chase bait you, delusion bait you. If you're feeding into the hype without any evidence, you could very well create drama where there is none. So just be very careful about the content you consume and reading energy as it is. Reading energy as it is instead of trying to create something based on nothing. I can't tell you, my years of doing this so far online, I can't tell you how many people will attach and fix themselves to drama because, if something's going too smooth, and then by attaching and fixing to the possibility that there's just got to be something wrong, things are going too good, they created a negative situation and ended up actually creating drama in a situation where there would not have been. Hey, girl. How are you? Good to see you. So let's see. What else do we got? What else do we got here for that love reading? Something new coming in. Do they got anything else to say? Okay, we've got addiction. That's that chase energy, right? And don't be addicted to drama. Just don't create it. We've got date coming out here as well. Some people are actually addicted to drama. So, yeah, you have to be very careful about creating and manifesting. And yeah, look, I've been broken up with so many times. I just know it's going to happen again. Universe has no choice but to hand you evidence of every single thing you think and feel. That's your storm warning. Okay. That's your storm warning. You feel like you're getting a player. You feel like they're going to be hooking up all around. You feel like this is some kind of a risk to take on this new thing because you just know they're going to do this because everybody else has. You're affirming it. You're creating a situation, right? Don't regret taking time to build this connection, to get to know somebody so that you're very aware of who you're dealing with up front so that you don't create scenarios where there aren't any. We want to be sure before we dive all the way in, right? Psh. Have I read the book Why Men Love Bitches? No. Babe's in total control of her life. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right, Ruby. Exactly right. Yes, women that are totally in control and they've got their whole life on lock and everything is going good and they've, it's a blessing and an honor to invite you into their world. That's who's hunted, that's who's pursued, that's who's like sought after. That's the sought after. Interesting. Huh? Okay. And Miss Grace wanted to look at the month of November. Okay, cute. That death touch someone close to you? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll look at November. Did you hear the whole message, Jennifer? The whole reading? Just curious. Because you came right at the tail end of it. I was just curious if you heard the whole thing. Just curious. Month of November. You came in on the Delulu part? Okay. Oh, the feeding, the rage bait, the fear bait, the delusion bait, that part you came in? November collective. What do they need to know? November collective. What do they need to know for November? What does November have in store? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I had a blue hippo tang. I had the Auxiliaris clowns too, the Nemo ones. I had an anemone. I had the whole thing. I had the whole setup. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. This is an interesting energy for November, right? The month before the end of the Gregorian calendar. Just keep going. You're almost there. I have a feeling that this year is going to wrap on a high note. I'm actually manifesting this myself about closing this year as a teachable moment. Right. This was a year about learning and creating the energy and the feeling of being abundant and shifting yourself into that abundant mindset, right? Mindset shifting, because our ego attaches to an outcome and nothing else will do. But in order to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. You have to change your mindset, your habits, your actions, your thinking, everything, the way you speak, the content you consume, everything, in order to make big drastic changes. Just keep going. You're almost there. Me too. You hope so? Yeah, right? I know. Yes. Because 25, I've heard this also. I heard this about 24 was the year that you selected the house and purchased the house, right? And so 25 is going to be the year where you're packing up the old house. You know, we've been in the process of packing up the old and preparing the new. So now is the shift from the old into the new. So this is about moving into that new state, that new energy, right? We've got focus. Yes, yes. Now is the time. Keep that focus going. Keep that focus going. Oh my gosh, as I'm looking at this as a whole sentence, keep that focus going. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working towards what is. Okay, paying extra close attention to where you place your focus is the first step to creating an amazing life. Where your focus goes is where your intention grows, right? That's where your energy is going to produce from. That's where it's going to create at. So wherever you're focusing at is what you're just going to create in your world. This is what you're going to manifest, and this is your entire existence. So you want to be really focused on things that are going to build you up, that are going to bring in all the good stuff: joy, love, gratitude, abundance, optimism, all of those high vibrational things. You know, the things that we've looked at on my fancy little favorite chart from my favorite book. This was one of the craziest years you've lived through. Oh my gosh, Jax. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put everybody. Huzzah. There you all are. There y'all are. Okay, here we go. So Facebook and YouTube can see one another. All right. What else can I tell? Grounding has come out. Go hug a tree. No. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head. And it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside, plant your feet on the ground, and enjoy centering feeling this brings. I've had the privilege of being able to put my bare feet in some really good grass, and it has been very helpful. I spent my youth running around barefoot. I guess it was an East Texas thing. But I spent my youth doing that. I was happy to find out when I moved to Hawaii that was very common there too. I was like, oh, good. I'll fit right in. So grounding, very important. If you can't get your grass to, if you can't get your feet into some grass, then put your hands on a tree and just kind of feel on it. Get yourself out into some sunshine. Take a walk outside, breathe in the air, try everything you can to just be in the moment of nature. Okay. In the moment of nature. I know, right? All right. All right. Change and believe. These are the final two. Change and believe. You must believe to achieve, my friends. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time to bring that idea that's lived inside of your heart out into the world so that others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. You must believe to achieve. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Okay. So often we hold on to what is not meant for us, and this blocks and keeps us from what is meant for us. And we can't possibly know what it is that we're preventing when we're spending so much time and energy trying to hang on to what is not meant for us, or what is trying to be removed from our lives, or what is telling us it doesn't want to be around anymore, or is showing us that it needs to have some sort of major overhaul or shift. Again, the ego and our attachment to our own idea. Okay. Let's look at the after. We're going to go after tarot. November for my collective. November. What's November looking like? What's November looking like? What are we looking at for November? Okay. Uh-oh. 4 of Cups. So this is that list making. What is not working for you anymore so that you can start focusing on what does. This is pretty much putting you on watch to go ahead and start pulling pen to paper and do those pro and con lists. Pro and con list. This is really figuring this out. What does not work for you and what does. What is coming in for November? Yep. And start focusing on what does. 7 of Pentacles. You have got to sit down and really look at what hasn't been working for you, what needs to be removed, what you consider to be blockages, what has pretty much exhausted you and wasted and used up a good source of your energy without much return. Okay, so this is about you starting to redirect your focus towards what does. What crosses you? 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's that what's coming in next then, because you've gotten so attached to what you know that you are unaware, unavailable, uninspired by, unexcited by what's to come in, because we're so attached to what we already know. In the process of removing, yes. Hi, Lindy. Good to see you. Grand evening. So this actually should complement you to where you should be really starting to look forward to what's coming in next. This is about being excited for new levels of greatness, because these levels of greatness, if you've never experienced anything like this before, how could you possibly be aware of what it is that you're blocking when you haven't experienced it yet? You're only attaching yourself to the joys and experiences that you've had so far. This is the only thing that you're knowing and resting in, when there is so much more. There's so much bigger. There's so much better. Universe actually has a bigger, better idea for you. But it's about getting out of your own way. Repeat message. My goodness. Foundation. So what is the reason for the reading? What's ahead is good stuff. 9 of Cups, right? That emotional focus on self, emotional independence from anyone else's needs or attachments to what they're wanting, what they need, what they expect from you. This is your focus on self. 9 of Cups is focus on self. What's the foundation? Totally on self. Queen of Swords. Making some harsh cuts, speaking your truth, really starting to sit down to draw some very, very firm lines in the ground. This is about drawing some very succinct lines in the ground. This is what I am no longer tolerating. And this is where I am now heading in life. This is about being very clear, making some very concise decisions. Very concise decisions. Your past energy. You were a lot more generous, a lot more giving, a lot more supportive in the past. I feel like moving into November, it's going to be returning back to self a little bit more. Okay, what's your future energy? Knight of Pentacles. This is digging down deep and starting to do that hard work. Doing that hard work, digging down, putting your feet to the ground. You are uneasy about this. There is the 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, right? This a little bit backwards thinking of, okay, well, then now what? If not this, then what? That is not the point. That's not the point. The point is that you get to have the opportunity to move forward. You get to have the opportunity to rebuild. You get to learn everything you can about what it is that you're trying to build now that will be better because of the mistakes you made. These are teaching tools. These are guides. These are stencils that will help you put things into place that you can start to mold and create a better outcome for yourself. It's not about the how. It's not about the with what. It's not about the when. It's not about that. It's just a matter of getting the opportunity to. Just start doing one thing at a time. This Page of Pentacles, they're not worried. about the forever after. They're not worried about the big grand picture. You have to be reminded here that Knight of Pentacles, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of something new, something big, something better. So trying to hurry up and get to the finish line on something better and bigger than you ever had before, this is only going to bring in all those blockages again. You're going to be right back to square one, remembering what you don't want and what you do want. What you don't want and what you do want. This is a redirection to start working on what it is you do want and start building from there. You've done that work to shed away the other stuff. This is about taking what you do want and starting to build from there. Don't get in your own way here with that Eight of Swords. Easy to do. You know what decisions you need to make. I see why, though. Three of Swords, Hanged Man. You have a problem releasing. You have a problem releasing. And that deep work needs to be done. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people will escape out of it. A lot of people will try to skip over it. A lot of people will try to hurry up and get to the next step so that this won't happen anymore, but it's still going to be there. It's still going to linger, and it's still going to have that pop-up moment possibly later. So work's got to be done. It's got to be done. I tried to avoid a lot of things and it just won't go away. The stuff won't go away. So I have to face it. I have to deal with it. And I have to figure out how to process it in a way that is beneficial for me, not something that will stunt me or trip me up or, halt me or reverse any of my forward progress, right? Because it's that old saying about 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, and then you take another 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. This is about stopping the dance. Stopping the dance to get more assured of your footing. And in order to do that, you have to figure out what those steps back are and why they keep happening. Why do you keep misstepping? This will help you get a little lighter on your feet too. Holy dance puns. All right. Y'all feel like dancing? Y'all make me feel like dancing. Y'all like all my genres? I go from this era to that era to that era to this genre to that genre to this genre. All right, kids. Where are we at? 4804. You got some doing to do. You know what, though? It always is. It gears up towards the end of the year, but it's not just about everything going on around you, because those are the distractions, my babe. The world going on around you, your businesses closing down their business, right? They're closing down their books. Everyone is trying to hustle and hurry up and, end your projects, get your stuff done. Everybody's trying to wrap the end of the year. I remember when we did aviation maintenance, we were trying to get everything done we possibly could. Anything we carried over was just like it was a reconciliation nightmare about crossing the outbound with the inbound for the year cross. Anyway, it was annoying. So we were trying really, really hard as much as we could. And so you're pushing there, and then you got family stuff going on. And so everybody's trying to pull you in a million different directions. You got guilt trips, right? Pack your bags because you're going on a million guilt trips. If you don't come here and see these people, I don't know how many holidays this person's got left. Oh, this person's sick. We need to go to them. Plans changed. This happened. Oh, the weather's going to get fun too. So it's about to get busy. So in addition to all that, you have to still continue to maintain and do the work. Definitely carve out time. Carve out time for you. Carve out time for you to have your meditation. Take your salt cleansing baths to center yourself, to ground yourself, to realign yourself. If y'all can't get outside into nature and put your feet into grass, at least do salt baths. If you can't do a salt bath, then do a warm shower where you're doing a meditative cleansing of your aura and a protective release of all the energy that has gone on to you during the day, during the week, whatever, whenever you catch it, and release that negativity and purify and cleanse your energy, right? That's a great way to reground and center yourself. It's just focused concentration, intention. Intention is everything. Okay. So, this is a way that you can counter all the chaos and still maintain your focused forward progress on becoming more self-aware and continuing to work and maintain your frequency and vibration so that it doesn't get affected. So people can't penetrate your light or your fire or your mirror or whatever you got going on around you. A lot of times I will send a hedge of protection around you if you're going through something pretty tumultuous and painful. I will energetically protect you with a little hedge of protection. I've done it for a few of you. Some of you I've told you about, some of you I haven't. I just did it because you needed it. Hawaii is your spiritual home, girl. I'm telling you, if I ever go back to my motherland, I'm going to be like this on the beach, dragging me to the airplane. I may accidentally miss my flight and become a beach bum. I'll have to go there, though, when the animals are... I don't want to think about it. You're welcome. You're so welcome. I'm honored to help. Thank y'all for hanging out and listening to me run my mouth and just blah, 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 blah. I just feel like if I just keep on talking about it and I keep on putting it out there, then it may hit the right note. I may fall upon the right ears. I may say the exact right thing to the exact right person at the exact right moment. So I'll just thank y'all for being a part of it. You're coming too? Are we going to be beach bums? We're going to live on the beach forever? Oh my God. Could do it. Could totally do it. I was told heavy in the vegan community that if you can't continue a vegan lifestyle, then pescatarian is the next accepted thing. So we'll be like Tom Hanks on the island, making spears and hunting. Except we won't need a Wilson. We'll have each other. Beach bums, bruh, right near the beach. Always a great show. Give me some years. Yeah, right. For real. For real. Totally. Absolutely, my darlings. Absolutely. Okay, kids. Right near the beach. Yes, let's go. Let's go. I am such a beach bum. I every single year, and my parents always had swimming pools and stuff. So every year, I don't know. Yeah, I have it like between 7 to 15 bikinis every year. Gotta have it all. And then Hawaii was sarongs, board shorts, and flip-flops. And you could wear it all the time and everywhere all the time. It was like the natural gear all the time. Florida was kind of like that too. Everybody's just always in a bathing suit with a cover. Some kind of cover on your bathing suit and flip-flops. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. It was a little like it, but very American. So Hawaii is very Asian. Interestingly enough. Okay, what does my collective need to know? One more little closing message. Let's close them out with a little hug. I'm going to send y'all off with a little hug. How I like to do. Guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe it in and let it go. Guilt is a normal feeling. Breathe it in and let it go. We can't be perfect all the time. We can't always say the right things. We can't always do the right things. We can't always act perfectly, right? But holding on to it is only going to weigh you down. So just breathe it in, let it go, move through it, learn about it, do better next time. Okay. Stay present. Stay present right now. That's where life happens. How interesting. Because guilt is a memory, right? This is a memory that we're dragging around with us, that we're imprisoning ourselves with. If you're in the present moment, and as long as you're trying to do better and you want to strive to be a better person, that's all that matters, right? So in the present moment is all that matters. We cannot live in a place that does not exist anymore, the past, or fret, worry, fear, or think about, wonder about, and live for the place that hasn't happened yet, the future. The present moment, the present, that's why they call it a gift. The present is a gift. Always. Thank you, Douglas. Exactamente. Bing, bing. Check in with your body and release the tension you are carrying. I have to do this often. Lots of stretching, lots of movement, meditation, clean eating, heavy on the water. This is my homeboy. We go everywhere together, and this thing stays on full. That's my friend. And I always have distilled water in it. Never tap. Never ever tap. So yeah, release all that tension you're carrying. Tension comes in the form of heavy foods. It comes in the form of a lot of stress, carrying on the weights and burdens of others around you. So release that tension. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. We can't listen to that inner voice if our mind is always going, if our mouth is always running, or if our world is always busy. You cannot hear. You cannot hear those downloads. You cannot hear what your guides are wanting to tell you if you're constantly chaotic or constantly having to fill the void with noise, endless amounts of noise that mean nothing. Listen. Listen so that you can act. You are too amazing to follow anyone else. Forge your own path, okay? Take the path of least resistance. It's very easy in this world to be a little sheeple, to follow the crowd, to jump on the popular bandwagons. It's easy to do. It's easy. There's safety in numbers, right? There's safety in numbers. It's a lot more scary to stand out on your own. To stand out on your own and to be viewed and to be looked at, that takes power, that takes courage. But you're just amazing enough to pull it off, right? Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Oh my gosh, this is very prominent, isn't it? Isn't it? Right? Why? Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why do we insist on strapping every single thing we've ever been to right on our back? We will build a body of armor in every single event we've been through and just lug it around with us and stomp through life in this armor, shielded weaponry based on what you've been through and what you've experienced. Shut it away. Say goodbye to your past. Enlighten yourself. Leave it behind. Those are meant for lessons. You can't forge ahead staring into the rear view. You'll crash. You'll run off the road. Your course will be chaotic if you're constantly staring into that rear view mirror. Stop ruminating in what you did. Look at this message. Stop ruminating in what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All of this focus on then. What did I do? Shoulda, coulda, woulda is the biggest waste of time in the entire world. Constantly looking backwards, constantly drudging up the past, bringing it up and putting it in the present moment, wallowing in it. I picture a sad being in a mud pile, crying to the sky, picking up the mud and just, whoa. wallowing in it, wallowing in the misery of what was. It's quite a sight. It's quite a sight to watch somebody just live and ruminate and recreate past moments over and over and over again to where their present moment is completely gone and their future most certainly is a lot harder to see. I couldn't even come up with a phrase. I couldn't even look at the future of somebody who's staring and living in past energy. I couldn't even dream up a picture. My mind's eye is razor sharp. Razor. Hi, Lisa. You're late. No, I'm just kidding. You do walking. Walking gets you outside on the side. Perfect. Yes. Yep. Yes, Douglas. Same. My whole life. My entire life. Since I'm a child, I always was perfectly fine by myself because you could always hear me speaking and talking because I'm with my guides. I'm with my angels. I'm with my friends. My mom calls them my friends. It's my friends. Yes, the past is wisdom. It is wisdom. It is meant for lessons to learn so that we don't keep going round and round. So we don't keep recreating silly situations and experiencing it over and over again. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, my darlings, that was 1 hour, 1 minute, 27 seconds so far. That was an entire collective. Patty, you're coming in the end, my love. Good to see you, darling. This was a whole collective. If anybody needs, real fast, if anybody needs a paid reading, I'll allow for anybody to jump in if you need it. Otherwise, feel free to go back and rewatch the entire collective. It was collective read, collective read, collective read. We did November. We did post full moon energy. We did a love reading. I did a funky little panther, fun little yoink in a pool. And then I also did a closing oracle message for my beloved collective. So I hope y'all enjoy. Go back, rewatch it. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you so much, Douglas. The same to you. I hope that you have all the peace and the joy that y'all can possibly stand. I am so grateful to each and every single one of you. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Thanks for hanging